and welcome to my channel. Today we are making a Florida State wreath. And you're going to need a wreath form. It can be one that's already pre-built with pipe cleaners already on it, or you can build your own. It's up to you. I get these from Old Time Pottery, and they have the pre-positioned pipe cleaners already on it. There's 10 on the bottom and then 8 on the top, making 18 total. And I would just go around and checking to make sure that that's what's on there. Just before you get started, to make sure if you have to add a pipe cleaner or move one, that type of thing, you just want to know ahead of time. You're gonna need, for this wreath specifically, 6 different ribbons. I have my ribbons already cut to 14-inch lengths. I have Florida State's garnet and gold, so I have garnet and gold ribbon. I have this pretty ribbon right here. It's like a velvety ribbon with some gold in it. I have this leopard, I guess animal print maybe, gold ribbon. It's really pretty. I have just a plain maroon, garnet, whatever you want to call it, right here. And they're all dovetailed already, so I've already pre-done them. I have this gold, it's more like a brown with a gold stripe down the middle. I'm gonna see if I like this one in the wreath. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if the brown's gonna kind of distract from it, but I'm gonna try it. I have a polka dot, gold polka dot ribbon. And there's 6. I have 6 of each ribbon. So there's 6 ribbons, 6 of each. You're gonna pair them up, and it's going to allow you to fill each pipe cleaner on your wreath form. And then I have, lastly, I have this garnet with the gold stripe down the middle. And I am currently working, my husband actually is working on a 3D printed sign for me for this wreath itself. Need scissors. You're going to need at least 2 of these rolls. It's gold. I'm just using gold mesh. You can use gold and maroon or what other colors you want to use, but I'm just going to use this 10-inch gold mesh. At least 2. I would have 3 on hand because you may have to use a half of an extra roll, so 2.5 rolls is probably what it's going to come down to be. You're gonna need some zip ties. That's how we're going to attach the sign. And I use a stapler for that. So just a staple gun of some sort. So you're gonna need your ribbon, your wreath frame, you're gonna need your mesh, scissors, zip ties, and your sign, whatever sign. A lot of people use the metal signs. And that's fine. Just make sure you have something to put in the middle. This wreath is not going to have a bow in it, so I'm not making a bow with this wreath. It's just a football wreath or a university wreath, so I don't usually put bows in those. So let's go ahead and get started. So how we're going to get started is we're going to use the mesh, and we're going to create a little bit of dimension on our wreath form, because I like mine to be a little bit thick, the wreath itself. So first though, let's go ahead and count our pipe cleaners to make sure we have 18. So just go ahead and get them unraveled. Okay, so we have 18 here, so that's perfect. So this is a two-tiered wreath form right here. So you have the bottom tier, and then you have the top tier right here. So it's 2 tiers. It gives a little bit of extra dimension. On the top tier, I'm going to place my poofs, and that's the only place I'm going to place my poofs today. It's going to be on the top tier right here. And how you go about doing that is you have your 10-inch mesh, and how I started is I roll it from the corners here into the middle inwards, and I create a little funnel, just as such. And then I place it into the pipe cleaner, and then you're just going to go around and in 10-inch increments, and you're going to place the mesh in each of the pipe cleaners here. So there's 8 total. So you're going to just measure it to be 8 inches, and you're going to just place it into the next set of pipe cleaners, and you're going to do that all the way around the wreath form itself. And I actually had enough of just the 2 rolls, so you only need 2 rolls of the mesh for this wreath. And then you just cut the excess mesh. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go around and you're going to poof your mesh up a little bit. And there you go, and that's what we have to start with. So our next step is going to be I'm going to do the woodland ruffle on this wreath. So what we're going to do is our 10-inch mesh, I cut into 30-inch pieces. So I'm going to do gold throughout this whole wreath right here with the mesh. So I'm only using gold mesh. 2 rolls of the 10-inch mesh cut into 30-inch pieces. You need 18 of these, okay? And how we go about doing the woodland ruffle is you should have a clip. It's pretty handy to have a clip. It makes it a little bit easier. And you just roll one side. I do a pretty good size roll. It's about just like that. And I just roll it 3 times with this size roll. And then I just clip it. And then I do the same to the other side. You just roll it, a pretty good size roll, and then I just gather it in the middle. Keep it straight. And that's gonna create your woodland ruffle right there. And then what you do is I'm gonna start at the bottom. You open up a pipe cleaner and you stick the woodland ruffle right in the middle of it. And you just twist it, the ties, and that makes your woodland ruffle right there. And you're gonna do that all the way around the wreath form with each piece of mesh. So roll it, clip it, turn it, roll it, gather, and you're going to place it into the pipe cleaner. And that is the start of our wreath. And I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this part. And I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna do the top part as well with the woodland ruffles. And that is what your wreath will look like. And it's pretty full, it looks nice. And now the next step is to add the ribbons. It's going to pretty up the wreath. So I always start at the bottom. Like I said, the bottom row is where I always start each time that I do something. So how we do this is we're gonna pair up our ribbons. So we have 6 different ribbons and we're gonna pair them up. So 6 different ribbons cut at 14 inches and there are 6 pieces of each ribbon. And we just got to figure out how do we want to pair these. So I'm not sure if this is a true gold. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to be using that or not. So I think what I'll do is I will pair this one up with this. Actually, hold on. I think I'm going to pair this up with I think that would be pretty together. Or this one would be pretty together, but I don't want to, what I don't want is I don't want the gold in one area, so I don't want to pair those. I think I'm going to pair those 2 up. No, because I want the maroon to go with, let's see, the heck. think I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go with these two together, these two, and these two. We're gonna see how this goes. So we'll start with this one. And how I do this is you open up your pipe cleaner and people have different methods of doing this. I put mine like this, my ribbons like this, and then I just crisscross them, and that's how I place them into the wreath form itself. Okay, now we're going to start doing the top row. We're going to start right here with this one right here. I'm gonna do this. And you just place it right down in the middle, and you just twist the pipe cleaner around, and then you just fluff up your ribbon as such. Okay, and that is our Florida State wreath so far. It's really pretty. And then we'll put the sign in the middle.